Good morning to dear friends. As in my last episode, I told you about the next poem, To the Food from His Child, written by a Chilean poet, a diplomat, politician, that is Pablo Neruda. I have also given the reason for writing that poem, the suppression of the colonialists on Chilean people. This is what I have told you, narrated you in my last episode. But friends, though Pablo Neruda has written this poem referred to the Chilean people suppressed by the colonists or the capitalists or totalitarian government or bossism, this poem can be applied wherever there is totalitarian government, wherever there is bossism, and also wherever there is dictatorship. This is one point of view to study the poem of Pablo Neruda, To the Food from His Child. Dear friends, generally every poem can be viewed or can be understood by different angles, by different views. In the same way, I have told you about the reason of writing this poem in my last episode. But now, being separated from that idea, what I have told in the last episode, let us move on to another angle, another view, to understand this poem, To the Food from His Child by Pablo Neruda. I have written here, this poem is totally of 53 lines. 53 lines. In these 53 lines, we will define in what section this 53 lines come. See here, first, this poem can be studied under 4 heads. 4 sections. We can make a sections. We can make a division in 53 lines of this poem, To the Food from His Child. These the 4 stages are: one is childhood. The first 2 lines express or refer to the childhood of any child, any person. The poem is richly filled with meaning and striking imagery. It's a criticism. Now I am saying the different view from different angle from which we can understand this poem, To the Food from His Child. This poem is a criticism on how an individual is reduced to be an object of suppression, which I have told about Chilean people. Suppression under varying circumstances in the society. In the society, a child has to grow up, but among the hindrances or problems which she has to face in its future life. Neruda rightly makes his observation in the beginning of the poem, that the child is not aware of the reality but dreams to be a butterfly or an apple. And let us, I have written here 4 stages. The childhood, lines 1 and 2 refer to childhood of any child. And then after childhood, the child or the human being or the man or the woman or the boy or a girl experience the reality, what it has dreamt. It is different from reality. That means the world of dreams is different from world of reality. Second section is experiencing reality of life. The lines 3 to 16 will express the view, will explain what is the reality, what the child after childhood experiences the reality. What were his dreams, what were his or her, or what were its child's dreams, when it experiences reality, what it would come. The lines 3 to 16 will explain the experiencing of reality by the child. And then the next one, maturity. This is line 17 to 46. Explain about the maturity. How he became, or the child becomes mature, both with body and mind. This maturity can be viewed in lines 17 and 46. Then the last one, death and rebirth, lines 47 to 53. I have read in a book that Pablo Neruda was under the influence of Eastern philosophy. Eastern philosophy means Indian philosophy. That is rebirth. Probably, perhaps, generally, the Christianity doesn't believe in rebirth. But afterwards, when they come to know the philosophy of India, they will come to know the rebirth of after death. There is rebirth after death. Death and rebirth. The child in the first two lines and last section, last two lines of the poem will express the view in a same manner, but in slightly different manner. So this is what we can study here in to the food from his child. I have already told you. First one, the two lines. These two lines expresses the childhood of any child, of any country, any nation throughout the world. See, the lines goes like this, go like this. The child's foot is not yet aware it's a foot and would like to be a butterfly or an apple. What is foot here? What is child? The child's foot is not yet aware. That means it doesn't have any knowledge. It doesn't know that it is a foot. The foot here, the title is to the food from its child. Who is saying to whom? The child, its child means to the food from its child. Whose child? Child is saying to the food. Here the food and the child is metaphorically used. These are the symbol. This is not only the outer meaning, food, and this is child, not only outer meaning for this child. It has a different meaning. I will explain when it comes. First, this one. The child's food is not yet aware it's a food and would like to be. Which is like to be? The child's food would like to be a butterfly or an apple. The food does not aware, does not know that it is a food. It is merely a food. But it would like to be a butterfly or an apple. Here, two things we can see here. One is butterfly and another one is apple. What these two words are referred to in these lines? The child's foot is not yet aware that it's a food and would like to be a butterfly or an apple? Let us see. Butterfly in Western countries or in this poem we can have the meaning as freedom or joyous time. Another one is fun. I will come to next one in next apple. Butterfly. The child would want to be or would like to be a butterfly. What this means? The child would want to be freedom, want to be free and have fun and joyous. It always wants to be fun, wants to have a joyous time and wants to freedom. What this means is butterfly, as you have observed, it does not sit on a particular flower or rails. It flies. That means it flies from one flower to another flower. It does not sit on a particular flower always. It is not stagnant. It is not static. It moves. That is dynamic. That is life of the human being. It is not stagnant. It is not static. It is dynamic. The butterfly wants to free. Butterfly always free. It flies here and there from one flower to another flower. Then it flies. Flying means freedom. Flying means freedom. Yes, flying means freedom and joyous time having fun. Here and there, going here and there. Most of the students go here and there, have fun and joyous time. They want freedom. They want freedom. They want to joyous time and they want freedom. They don't want to sit in a four-wall room. So this child's food wants to be a butterfly, and that is a freedom, a joyous time and a fun. It flies here and there. I am repeating, it flies from flower to flower. That means it wants to be free. It don't want any objections. And then, or an apple. Apple means here attraction. Attraction. This is apple. Here, Pablo uses a biblical figure. That means which comes in Bible. That is Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. We can put here any fruit, apple or any fruit. Why Pablo Neruda uses apple particularly? Because it is a biblical figure, because it comes in Bible. What is the reference of this apple in Bible? Adam and Eve. Adam eats this fruit, apple, and was attracted by Eve. Then the clan of human beings starts. This is in the Bible. That means Adam. This is center of attraction. Every child, every human being wants to be center of attraction in which he lives. So this is apple. So apple wants to have always, and next one, apple. It is butterfly wants to freedom and joyous time and fun, and it moves from one flower to another flower. It flies from one flower to another flower. It is free. And this apple, it wants to grow in the tree, on the tree itself. It does not want to detach or separate from that tree. That means it has to bulge. It has to fertile in that tree only. Apple wants that one. That means apple wants to hang always on the tree. It does not want to be separate or detached from the tree. It wants to grow there and bulge there on the tree only. But one thing we have to make clear here, this child forgets, or here the apple which the child wants to be apple, but it forgets that it is food for somebody else. Apple, even though it is in tree, it wants to be there on the tree, but it doesn't know, having growing itself and taking all the food of that tree, bulging on the tree, but it forgets that this apple or this fruit or this fruit or this child doesn't know that it is a food for somebody else. Here, the apple is food for somebody else. That means the child is not its own, as we have seen in On Children by Khalil Gibran. Your children are not your children. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, because they have their own souls, they have their own ideas. They have their own thoughts. Don't pressurize your thoughts or ideas on the children. So here, it wants freedom. It wants to be a center of attraction. It doesn't know, it has some responsibilities in his real life. In the same way, the child thinks that it is free bird and doesn't have any responsibilities or any problems in its future life. But this is not so. Reality is different from the dreams. It would like to be, that means this is a dream. Dream of this childhood. And this is a dream of everybody, of every human being. Every human being thinks that I should be like that one, I should be like that one, I should be a doctor, I should be an engineer, I should be an architect, so and so and so on. See, these dreams may not be fulfilled in reality of the life. So, here, because there are some problems, there are some hindrances, there are some difficulties, there are some challenges which have to be faced by the child or every human being. So, but the way of life is very different. So, here is the time. The time is the best teacher. None other than time is the best teacher. Because in schools and colleges, we already know that the teacher or the professors or the lecturers give lessons first and they then takes test. But the time is not so. It gives first test and then teaches a lesson. This can be had from next lines, which comes in lines 3 and 16, that is experiencing reality. So here, the child's food is not yet aware it's a food. It doesn't know that it is just a food. It is just a child. It is just a human being in the society. And then, I would like to be a butterfly or an apple. This can be viewed or this can be studied from another angle also. What I have said is one angle. What Neruna view is one angle. I have said another angle. There is another angle. A food and child. What is this food means? What is this child means? In my next class, I will take over the explanation in another view, another angle, because the next, this one, lines 3 to 16, will experiencing reality. It experiences the reality of life even though it wants to be a butterfly, even though it wants to be free, even though it wants to have fun, even though it wants a joyous time, and even though it wants to be a center of attraction, it is not so. It is not so. Because the real life is different from the dreams. The humdrums of life, the hindrances of life, the experiences of life is different from what we dream in our dreams. So here the next experiencing reality, lines 3 to 16, we will go through in our next class. Thank you very much.